Good evening, everybody. Well, this is day 30 of the Here's to My Health Challenge. And so this will be the last one, the last post for this. So I always like to let in the last day with sort of a summary of how I thought the month went and some thoughts. This is getting fun. It's really getting fun for me to see some of the people that have kept up with my story and made comments. It's just really fun to see people pop on. Um, as a lot of you know, I ended a 20-year career with a company at the end of December, and I left a lot of people that I really care about. And, now I live in Winthrop, so pretty far away from all of my friends and the people that I got so close to at work. So it's great to be able to have this connection on a daily basis. I look forward to it. Unlike when I first started 60 days ago, and it was so scary for me to get on camera and to speak. So I've learned a lot, and I really enjoyed seeing a lot of you pop in now and then. And so I just wanted to thank you for your support, and know that I think about you a lot, and it's very bittersweet to be moving on to something else. So the reason I did the health challenge was testing myself a little bit on holding myself accountable, but also being vulnerable to a very large audience about, what I was struggling with and what I struggle with every day. So I thought that putting it out there and really having to think about a post every day, being intentional about what I said every day, really helped me think through a lot of things. I know I had that one day where alcohol was quite tempting, and I really thought a lot about why that happened that day. It was something that I just had to get over, and I do realize that sometimes it's those old voices and those old habits that like to come creeping back, and it's really just an old way of comforting myself or dampening the fear or something, the anxiety. And so to be able to work through that and to be able to tell all of you about it and to get support from all of you was really huge. And so I thank you for that. It has been 30 days. Somebody asked me last night if I really hadn't had a drink in 30 days, and yeah, it's been great. And I don't know. I imagine that I'll maybe have a glass of wine once in a while with a special thing. I don't know. We'll see. We'll play that by ear every day. For now, I feel pretty good. What I have noticed is my autoimmune symptoms, the tingling in my hands and feet is sort of something that I just have to deal with. But I also, when I don't eat well and I drink, I get really bad kind of cramps in my achy joints, achy ankles, feet, hips, hands. I get some pain down the back of my neck. I get a tingly head. So it's, I've just realized that from now on, eating a diet that's clean, but also is autoimmune is going to be very important for me if I want to feel good every day, which I do. So that was a lesson learned this month again with the Whole30. I'll keep doing that. I am still on this weight loss journey, and I'll continue to do that. I'll weigh in on Thursdays, and I'll report on Fridays still. And I will continue to do some sort of version of this Facebook Live. I think what I'm moving into this coming up month or 30 days, starting tomorrow, is going to be a little bit more about my work experience in interviewing candidates for positions as a VP of sales, interviewing nurses for positions with companies, interviewing millennials, interviewing older people, hiring, firing, those kinds of things. What I looked for in interviews, what I, kind of the do's and don'ts for interviews. So I thought it would be fun to kind of just give advice on some do's and don'ts of things like, what you should do in a new job, what you shouldn't do, how to show up. So I thought that would be great. And also interview skills in general, because I think that there's a trick to that, to not only interviewing people, but also being the interviewee and how to show up right. And maybe it's a little bit of flavor of Dear Abby. I kind of miss Dear Abby and Ann Landers and some of those women who would give us advice now and then. I think that that could be a fun thing to do. So that's what I'm thinking we'll move into next. So that's it for my health challenge. Although I guess it's not really that short of a term. The 30-day build great habits, but I will continue, as I mentioned, to keep pushing forward, and I'll post every once in a while so everybody knows how this is going. But I hope to put some more quarters in the big jar on Friday morning as well. All right, well, here's to my health and your health, and here's to happiness. And I hope you find some things to be extremely happy about in your day-to-day lives, and remember them and be grateful. I know that I saw some posts from Seattle today, 80-degree weather. So there were a lot of grateful, happy people floating around Seattle today, which was great. All right, everybody, I am going to be out on this challenge, and I will talk to you soon. Bye, everybody.